Hello and hi. Today I am excited to share with you the Intercultural Management Applying the Nature of Culture at Kuala Lumpur Illustration Fair 2024. On 3rd May, I attended the Kuala Lumpur Illustration Fair where various exhibitions of artists from around the world such as Thailand, Taiwan, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, the United Kingdom, the Philippines, China, and South Korea. Take a look at the video of artwork in KLIF 2024. The objective of the event is to attract people to experience a thrilling odyssey of original art and innovation flooded with a variety of exhibitions, workshops, conferences, networking, and valuable opportunities that can be fostered around the world. Another objective is to portray a culture of their own through their art since they are from various backgrounds and countries that have high cultural values. The objective of the event is to attract people to experience a thrilling odyssey of original art and innovation flooded with a variety of exhibitions, workshops, conferences, networking, and valuable opportunities that can be fostered around the world. Another objective is to portray a culture of their own through their art since they are from various backgrounds and countries that have high cultural values. The objective of the event is to attract people to experience a thrilling odyssey of original art and innovation flooded with a variety of exhibitions, workshops, conferences, networking, and valuable opportunities that can be fostered around the world. Another objective is to portray a culture of their own through their art since they are from various backgrounds and countries that have high cultural values. The objective of the event is to attract people to experience a thrilling odyssey of original art and innovation flooded with a variety of exhibitions, workshops, conferences, networking, and valuable opportunities that can be fostered around the world. Another objective is to portray a culture of their own through their art since they are from various backgrounds and countries that have high cultural values. The objective of the event is to attract people to experience a thrilling odyssey of original art and innovation flooded with a variety of exhibitions, workshops, conferences, networking, and valuable. Now, let's look at the Hofstede cultural dimensions. The theory addresses cross-cultural differences in organizational and national culture, defining it as the collective programming of the mind that distinguishes the members of one group or category of people from others. Initially, Hofstede proposed 4 dimensions. The latest versions include 6 dimensions, which is individualism versus collectivism, power distance, uncertainty avoidance, masculinity versus femininity, long-term versus short-term orientation, and indulgent versus restraint. So, what is power distance? Power distance refers to how much less powerful members of organization accept unequal distribution of power. In high power distance countries like Mexico, South Korea, and India, there is strict obedience to superiors even at high society levels. Organizations reflect this with centralized, hierarchical structures and more supervisors, promoting inequality. Low power distance countries favor decentralized, flatter structures with fewer supervisors and highly qualified employees across all levels, reducing inequality. Uncertainty avoidance deals with how societies handle uncertainty and ambiguity. High uncertainty avoidance means a preference for structured situations leading to strict rules and acceptance of absolute truth. These societies experience more stress, lower well-being, and less tolerance for different ideas. In religious and academic contexts, they resist challenging established ideas. Low uncertainty avoidance societies enjoy higher well-being, lower stress, greater tolerance for different ideas, and fewer regulations. These dimension patterns aren't entirely consistent. High uncertainty avoidance is common in Eastern and Central Europe, Latin America, Japan, and German-speaking countries, while it's lower in English-speaking, Nordic, and Chinese culture countries. Moreover, individualism versus collectivism. Individualism refers to the political philosophy that people should be free to pursue economic and political endeavors without constraining the tendency of people to look after themselves and their immediate family only. Whereas collectivism is the political philosophy that views the needs and goals of society as a whole as more important than individual desires and the tendency of people to belong to groups or collective and to look after each other in exchange for loyalty. Next, masculinity versus femininity. Masculinity refers to a cultural characteristic in which the dominant values in society are success, money, and things, whereas femininity is a cultural characteristic in which the dominant values in society are caring for others and the quality of life. Time orientation, as known as long-term and short-term orientation, originally called Confucian work dynamism by Hofstede, refers to how societies value virtues over time. Long-term oriented cultures like China, Japan, and Indonesia focus on the future truth savings, investment, and adapting traditions. They aim for enduring results and see issues as having multiple truths. Short-term oriented cultures like Spain, the US, and the UK prioritize the present and past. Value stability and leisure and spend money more freely. They respect traditional approaches, maintain shorter feedback cycles, and emphasize reciprocity in social interactions. Hofstede research, initially covering 23 countries, expanded to 93 countries in 2010, providing a broader view of cultural time orientations. Lastly, the indulgence versus restraints. Countries with a high indulgence index, such as the US, Australia, Mexico, and Chile, prioritize satisfying basic desires, living in the moment, and engaging in sports and social activities. People freely express happiness, feel in control of their destinies, value freedom of speech, and have smaller police forces. Friendships are valued over strict moral discipline, and people often display extroverted, positive personalities. In contrast, countries with a low indulgence index like Egypt, Russia, India, and China prioritize order and discipline. People participate less in leisure activities, express less happiness, and feel less control over their destinies. These societies have larger police forces, emphasize a strong work ethic over personal friendships, and people tend to have introverted personalities and adhere to have stricter moral standards. At an art exhibition, I observed Hofstede dimensions of culture. I noticed low power distance as viewers could openly ask artists about their work, with their artists being informal and friendly. This made the atmosphere comfortable and engaging. I also saw collectivism where a group of artists from China representing Yunnan Arts University Design School demonstrated tight social bonds with their community. Additionally, femininity was evident in the emotional and nurturing aspects of the artwork. Some artists use emotions in their places, engaging with me on an emotional level. This changed my perception of love and mental health and evoked a sense of warmth and connection with the arts and the artists. The next topic is Trompenaars' cultural dimensions. This dimension, developed by Dutch researcher von Trompenaars, encompasses 7 aspects that explore cultural values and behaviors across societies. These dimensions include universalism versus particularism, individualism versus communitarianism, neutral versus emotional, specific versus diffuse, achievement versus ascription, sequential versus synchronic, and internal versus external control. They offer a framework to understand how these cultural differences impact communication, decision-making, and relationship in both organizational and societal contexts. In universalistic culture like Switzerland, the USA, and Canada, people prioritize following agreed standards and laws. Rules are more important than personal relationship, and trustworthiness is judged by keeping promises and honoring contracts. In particularistic cultures like Russia, China, and India, personal relationships are more important than universal rules. Legal contracts are flexible and can change based on mutual understanding. Trustworthiness is judged by how well individuals manage changing relationships, acknowledging multiple perspectives shaped by each person's viewpoint. In individualist cultures like the USA, Israel, Canada, and Romania, individuals are valued more than the group. People prioritize personal freedom, initiative, and responsibility. Personal needs come before organizational goals, and individual performance is recognized and rewarded. Decisions are made independently. In communitarian cultures like Egypt, Mexico, and India, the group is more important than the individual. Loyalty to the group ensures support and safety. Praise and rewards focus on group achievement, and decisions are made collectively to avoid favoritism. In neutral cultures like Sweden, the Netherlands, Finland, and Germany, people control their emotions and make decisions based on reason. They avoid showing feelings through body language and keep professional relationships free of personal emotions. In emotional cultures like Poland, Italy, France, and Spain, people openly express emotions at work and let feelings influence decisions. They use body language in communication and address conflicts early. This approach values emotional expression and interpersonal dynamics in professional settings. In specific-oriented cultures like the USA, Switzerland, Germany, Scandinavia, and the Netherlands, people keep personal and professional lives separate. They believe in clear boundaries and can work effectively without close personal relationships. Each aspect of life is seen as independent. In diverse-oriented cultures like Argentina, Spain, Russia, India, and China, people take a holistic approach. They see personal and professional life is interconnected, valuing strong personal connection for success. There's less distinction between workplace relationships and social interactions, with relationships seen as vital for overall well-being and success. In achievement-oriented cultures like the USA, Canada, Australia, and Scandinavian countries, individuals are judged based on their actions and accomplishment. Social and professional status is earned through demonstrated performance, and recognition and rewards are tied closely to achievement. Titles and formalities are used sparingly and primarily in relevant contexts. On the other hand, in cultures where status is ascribed, such as France, Italy, and Japan, people derive their social standing from factors like birth, age, gender, or wealth. Here, status is attributed to who individuals are rather than what they do. Titles and credentials hold significant importance, and respect is often shown to those filled with formal authority or prestigious backgrounds. In sequel time cultures like Germany, the UK, and the USA, people see time as linear and structured. They prioritize punctuality, planning, and schedule, valuing efficiency, and seeing time as money. Events are ordered and past, present, and future as are distinct. In secondary time cultures like Japan, Argentina, and Mexico, people see time as flexible and interconnected. They often work on multiple projects simultaneously and view plans as adaptable. Time is a fluid framework where past, present, and future overlap, allowing for flexible scheduling and decision-making. By attending an art exhibition, I got the opportunity to analyze Trompenaars' dimension of culture based on my point of view. What I found is that some artists were particularly inspired to do such artwork by the Malay tradition of making traditional cakes. And I found the value of particularism, which is particularism focused on human relations and changes are readily made. By seeing their artwork, I feel a strong connection regarding the piece of art and the behavior they portray in Malay tradition. Next topic is multiculturalism. This is a philosophy that celebrates cultural diversity within societies, aiming for peaceful coexistence and mutual respect among different groups. It supports preserving cultural identities while fostering interaction and understanding between communities, whether through natural immigration or legislative efforts like in Canada. Multiculturalism enhances societal strength by encouraging inclusive environments where people from diverse backgrounds can contribute and benefit from cultural exchange. It's categorized into domestic multiculturalism, focusing on diversity within a nation, and a group multiculturalism, which promotes inclusivity and collaboration within smaller local settings like organizations or neighborhoods. There are two types of multiculturalism, which are domestic and group multiculturalism. Domestic multiculturalism is the practice of recognizing and accommodating cultural diversity within a country, fostering inclusivity where different cultural groups coexist while preserving their identities, languages, and traditions. It promotes policies ensuring equal rights and opportunity for all, aiming to build cohesive societies that celebrate diversity as a source of strength and mutual understanding among communities. In a homogeneous group, members share similar backgrounds and tend to interpret and assess events in comparable ways. A token group includes members with a predominantly uniform background, except for one individual, such as group consisting mostly of Japanese retailers with one British attorney. A bicultural group features members from two distinct cultures, for example, for Mexican and for Taiwanese. A bicultural group features members from two distinct cultures, for example, for Mexican and for Taiwanese, collaborating to explore investment opportunities. Lastly, a multicultural group comprises individuals from three or more different ethnic backgrounds, like three American, German, Uruguayan, and Chinese managers, investigating mining operations in South Africa. Each type of group configuration reflects varying degrees of cultural diversity and cohesion, influencing how members collaborate and make decisions within their respective contexts. Based on my point of view, in KLIF, professionals from diverse countries and ethnic backgrounds participated in multicultural events showcasing artists from around the world, such as from Thailand, Taiwan, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, the United Kingdom, the Philippines, China, and South Korea, presented their unique values and cultures through their talents. These exhibitions highlighted a rich diversity of perspective and artistic styles, promoting cultural diversity and cross-cultural dialogue. It offers viewers a wide array of artistic interpretations reflecting global influences and individuals' identity.